What's up, YouTube? So today we are building a JPM Reptilia rack, and I have an apology for a group of people out there. So let's just get into things real quick. This is the JPM Reptilia hatchling hognose rack. Holds 45 baby hognose. And how would we ship those hognose? We would ship those hognose from Redline Shipping. Smoothest, most intuitive website in the reptile shipping industry. So like I said, today I'm going to set up this rack, and I got to give a big shout out to the Harbins, Herp and Harbins. Go follow them on Instagram. They use these racks, and I am not familiar with using heat cables. Everything I've ever done is heat tape. So they told me what size to buy. So this is the 26-foot heat cable from Vision. So, you know, Vision tubs, Vision racks, all that. They make a heat cable for their rack system that's 26 foot long, and that will fit in this. So today, I'm going to set this up and get it all fired up and see how it works. And before we get started on the build, this is the tub system I used to use. So this is the pencil rack system from Vivarium Electronics. So there's definitely a big size difference. See, these are real skinny, but they're long. This is the new tub. And then as things would age, I'd move them over to the double wide of the pencil rack. And then holdbacks would go over to like a V18 or whatever. So this, they're shorter. It's probably about the same floor space as this though, as the pencil tub. But it gives them more room width. I like that. And it's roughly the same height. This thing's a little taller, but just a little tub comparison. So this is going to be the new system I use. Alright, so the first thing I did was got all the tubs out. This system right here uses the holes, and you weave the heat cable in and out. So something you want to take into consideration is where your thermostat's going to be. So my thermostat is not going to be on top of this. It's actually going to be, well, it could be, but I have a small incubator that's going to be sitting next to it. So I want the heat cable plug to come out on this side. So I need to start my weave up top and work my way down. This is how I did it. So I ran the end of it all the way through the top row. And right here you have the plug. And you notice I didn't leave much slack right here. My thermostat's going to be up here when I get it set up in the right spot. So you want to start your run wherever your thermostat's going to be, you know, whatever corner, or if you want it on top, which corner, you know, all that. I'm just going to weave it in through this next hole, and I'm just going to continue the run like this. Boom, boom, boom. Just a continuous run all the way to the bottom. And I'm not going to tape anything or secure anything yet till the end. Alright, so the cable is ran, the rack is done. Let me show you another little tip I just learned from Josh Harbin, Herp and Harbins. Alright, so right here, this is the very end of the heat cable. So I put a zip tie on it, that way it can't pull through, and then I worked back through all the levels, pulling it tight, so you can see it weaves in and out, in and out, in and out. And then I got all the slack out up to here. So we end up with roughly a foot of heat cable left over to reach over to the thermostat. And then these just go in and out. And originally I thought I needed some tape, but the way this system works, that cable is not going anywhere the way it's weaved in and out. I think I am going to put a zip tie right on this piece right here, which is the plug-in, just to hold some tension on the cable. So, alright, I'm going to put the tubs back in, get the probe installed. And there's also a cool hack that Josh just sent me a video of. So as you can see, a little bit of double-sided tape right there on the edge acts like a lip. And then that way the tub is secured in. You just know that it's all the way in and it can't just pull out real easily. So that's ingenious. Big shout out to the Herp and Harbins. Very helpful people. I love them to death. They are great. Alright, so the last thing I did was I got a little piece of my 3M HVAC tape. I put it right there on the probe. Right in there, just to give it some more security. But right here on this end, this thing is really snug. Right there. So it's all the way up against the heat cable, which is what I like. And it's secured again on the inside. And I went ahead and put a zip tie on the top cord that leads out to the plug. So everything is secure. We got the other zip tie over here. Alright, so as you can see, I got the rack set up right where I want it. And when I bought this desk from Uline, I actually bought it at this size because of this incubator, this refrigerator, got my little label printers up there, got my shed test going to Charlie up here, my little statue from the Rusted Anchor, got my micro Necronomicon up here, Hognose eggs in the incubator. But anyways, this rack was for this spot, and this is where I do all my computer work, do my little Secret Sessions podcast for the Patreon, all right here. Next thing is to start decorating and all that stuff. Big shout out to the Herp and Harbins for helping me, giving me all these tips and pointers on this particular rack. So I need to add the double-sided tape just to give like a little security measure on the tubs. I'm going to run this and keep checking the temps over the next couple days. I got the thermostat set for 86 degrees right now, so I'll be heat gunning all these tubs, you know, just random ones in the spots everywhere. And, you know, I want to keep my hogs somewhere between 85, 86, so I'm going to have to play with the temps a little bit, see where the tubs heat up to. But man, overall, this JPM rack is very impressive. So space efficient. This will fit 45 baby hognose right there. Very cool, very cool. So go check them out, give them a follow. And don't forget to go give the Herp and Harbins a follow too. I get up real early for work. I'm usually up by 4 and like doing things around the house in the snake room and out the door real early. That's when I answer all my messages that came in the night before. So I answer people's messages. And I've woken a few people up. So my apologies to them or anyone that may happen to in the future. I keep all my notifications turned off for social media, and I just assume naively that everyone else does the same, but apparently some people have those things like set to ding or something, so I've woke some people up like 4:30 in the morning. My apologies to you. But in my defense here, when I go to bed, I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, and like I said, I don't have notifications turned on for any messenger anywhere. So maybe you should think about doing that. And those same people are messaging me when I'm asleep, and I don't throw a fit. Just kidding. Nobody threw a fit. But anyways, apologies to anyone that's happened to and may happen to in the future. So go check out the Herp and Harbins. Check out JPM Reptilia. Their racks are really cool. Sign up for a free 60-day trial at husbandrypro.com. And the Patreon even gets more than that. So check out the Patreon. And shirt shout out this week, Gray Rider Reptiles, shedtesting.com. Until next time guys, rock on.